Wednesday's workout is some fast intervals, 4 minutes of work, 4 minutes of rest, including a quick little sprint on the rower every round to start. For warm-up, we're gonna do 2 minutes of rowing, increasing in intensity. 50 seconds easy, 40 seconds moderate, and 30 seconds moderate fast. Things we're focused about to keep our rowing efficient. We want to start the rowing motion by driving with the legs. We drive the heels into the foot pads. As our knees pass 90 degrees, then we start to lean back. We don't want to lean back too early on the rowing motion. After we lean back, then we follow through with the arms. So the motion is leg drive first, then the lean, and then finally the follow through pulling with the arms. Recovery should be the reverse of that. Dana's going to bring her hands forward first on the recovery. Then after her hands extend forward, then she leans forward as she starts bending her knees during the recovery phase. So 2 minutes, work on that technique. Then we'll go 30 seconds per position for the warm-up. We're gonna start with active Spider-Mans. So we'll be in push-up position, alternate feet, step the foot outside the hand, sink the chest towards the floor. Then we have lateral hops over a barbell or over a line, whatever you have available. Try to stay on the balls of the feet, warming up the ankles and lower legs. Then we have squat to stands or Russian baby makers. Move out to squat stance. Fingers are tucked under the toes. Dana's gonna sit down in a deep squat. She keeps her chest up at the bottom, uses her elbows to drive her knees out, and then pushes her hips up. That's the squat to stance. Spend 2 or 3 seconds per position here. Then, a little tricky one, never done this before. Forward and back hops over the barbell. I don't know about this one. Uh-oh, there. Okay, be super careful. We might not be doing this one. Okay, don't roll an ankle. And then finally, slow burpees. Let's call this a strict burpee. So Dana jumps into a plank, stops her movement, then performs a push-up, and then jumps her feet and does the jump and claps. Another one, jump to a plank and stop. Bam, push-up, jumps her feet forward, jump and clap. Excellent. After that, click the link at the top of the screen, watch the overhead squat mobility or overhead squat barbell warm-up, and then we'll go into some mobility work. Start with 45 seconds of a active chest stretch on the floor. Lay face down, both arms out to the side, and then alternate sides, crossing the leg behind and then rolling to one arm. We're gonna be moving actively through this for 45 seconds. Then we'll go into a front rack stretch. So elbows on the ground, hands together behind the head, and then pushing the hips back as Dana drives her chest down towards the ground. And then finally, forearm stretching. Spend anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, alternating through a few positions. Usually like to start with the fingers facing back, then going to fingers out to the side and fingers facing forward. You can gently rock forward and back also. You don't have to keep a static position here. And then flip the palms up. Same thing, fingers back, fingers out to the sides. There we go. Wednesday's class will start with a power snatch. We're gonna build to a heavy single. We're gonna take a wide grip on the bar and we wanna establish a lot of tension. So notice Dana sat her hips down, lifted her chest up, and she squeezed her upper back muscles before lifting off the ground. So that upper back is tight, arms are locked out. She's going to bring the bar up in a controlled manner. Then she pulls the bar back to her hips. Once the bar makes contact at the hips on the way up, she aggressively jumps, pulls her body under the bar. Notice her feet come up every rep and receives the bar locked out overhead, hips and knees bent, and then finish standing. So I want to make sure we're not going so heavy to the point where we're not receiving that bar with a locked out arm. If you're getting to the weights where it was still good, Dana, show us one where you receive the bar and then have to press it out. Still pretty good, right? So we don't want to get to that point where the turnover becomes really slow and you don't have confidence in it. We also don't want to go so heavy to where you start jumping your feet super wide. Like the starfish snatch position, want to land about squat width with our feet. Dana, show us one where you jump kind of excessively wide. Man, still good. Okay. We're getting there. You guys get the idea. Wednesday's workout is called Forecast. You'll notice it follows a similar format, really similar movements to last Tuesday's workout, Dose. But the reps are gonna decrease every round on this workout and the weights are gonna increase every round. So it's a little bit different from last week. First 4 minutes, 27 or 21 calorie row, followed by 21 light power snatches. 75 for men, 55 for ladies. Want to pick a way where we can do this in 3 sets or less. It should be light, so we're going to try cycle these reps pretty quickly. As soon as you get that bar locked out overhead with the knees extended, Dana brings the bar back to the ground, touches, goes right up into her next rep. And then finally, 21 bar facing burpees. Chest and thighs to the floor, jump up and over the bar with a 2-footed jump. Notice Dana's doing kind of the stagger step jump out of the burpee. So jumping 1 foot forward helps kind of save a little bit of energy and helps get our feet closer to the bar a little more efficiently on these burpees. Great job, Dana. So then you'll rest 4 minutes. Round 2 is going to be the same 4 minutes, but you're going 21 or 15 row, 15 heavier power snatches, 15 bar facing burpees, another 4 minutes rest. Round 3, 15 or 9 calorie row, 9 heavier power snatches, and 9 bar facing burpees. So want to see, even though the weights are increasing, we're still getting around equal or maybe even more reps done within those 4-minute windows. Wednesday's home gym variation will follow the same timing format, 3 rounds of 4-minute AMRAP followed by 4 minutes of rest. For our home gym movements, we're going to do 21 10-meter shuttle runs. Set up a course 10 meters apart. Let's do a single-handed touch at the turnaround. After your 21 shuttle runs, with a single dumbbell, 21 alternating dumbbell power snatches. So both heads of the dumbbell are going to make contact with the ground between the legs in a single motion. Bring the dumbbell overhead, lock out the arm, and then switch hands every rep. And then finish with 21 dumbbell facing burpees. So you'll have your dumbbell set down. You're going to do a burpee with the head right in front or just over the dumbbell. And then just like the barbell, burpee, jump up and over using a 2-foot jump. So on this, we're going for consistency. Since the movements don't change, the reps don't change, let's see if we can stay consistent with our reps each 4-minute AMRAP. Good job, Dana. For Wednesday's accessory work, we'll finish with some midline. 3 sets, not for time, 2 minutes of rest between sets. For the home gym variation, we'll be doing 36 sit-ups. You can do these as traditional sit-ups or weighted sit-ups, hugging a dumbbell or plate to the chest, or GHD sit-ups if you have access to a GHD. Then 18 uneven dumbbell deadlifts. So if you have 2 different dumbbells you can use, heavier dumbbell on one side, lighter dumbbell on the other. We're trying to control these. You can also use a kettlebell or another object like Dana's showing us. The goal is here is to practice that side-to-side midline control. We don't want to lean excessively to one side that's heavier, but keeping braced, keeping our shoulders and hips square the whole time for these 18 deadlifts. Something a little bit different this Wednesday, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be off Thursday, Friday. We'll have a new video for you guys on Saturday. Happy Thanksgiving.